Hi, here is a small video about some small tests I done for T-shank blades working with multi-tools. So first of all, let's talk about little considerations. The T-shank blades are done for machining, yeah, so they supposed to work in much higher speed than what you'll use it in multi-tools, and that's why you should expect that in multi-tools to work differently than how it's working in with the machining, yeah, with the jigsaw. So the T-shank blades, they are used, for example, with the Leatherman Surge or some clones of it. There are some other multi-tools that are taking T-shank blades. I actually tested with my multi-handle because I wanted to know how they work. I have this kind of mini toolboxes with me everywhere, so I have it. I done 3 or 4 of them, and I spread them around in backpacks and car and everything. And I wanted to see how they work. Usually, I carry with me in this kind of tools. I carry a metal blade, and now I bought a progressive T-shank blade, which gave me, which make me to make actually the test. So these are what I carry with me. Plus I have with me a small wood blade, which is helping to actually cut in rigips in plasterboard, sorry, and is very narrow, so I can actually cut profiles for whatever I want to put in my rigips. In my plasterboard, my house is done with plasterboard, which normally is not very usual in my country, but it is like this. So that's why I have one with me. This one is new, is not used, but I have others in other sets. So why I have done this test? I done this test for this kind of blade. It's supposed to be metal, is progressive with the small teeth here and higher teeth here. I was a little bit skeptical that will work with metal, and that's why I tested this one against the metal one and against an aluminum blade, an aluminum special purpose. I actually done a video on how I done this test, cutting the metals and the plastic, but unfortunately I had a little bit of technical problem and I lost that video. So I will show you the cuts. Sorry for that, but I will show you and I will tell you what are their performance, let's say like that. So I was expecting that the metal one will cut very nice in metal, like I have here. It's look like a screw, but actually it's not a screw. It's a threaded bar, long bar. I was expecting it to work with aluminum piping, yeah, but not to work very nice with plastic. I was expecting that this progressive metal to work better with plastic, which surprisingly it was exactly opposite. I have exactly opposite results. So what it was the problem? In aluminum and plastic, when you get to this kind of cut, so when the blade is starting to cut in two edges, so we'll have a lesser surface to cut, actually the metal blade will cut much faster in this situation, including in plastic and this kind of pipe. Yeah, so this is a PVC pipe which is used for drainage, for sink drainage in my country, and I was expecting that here this kind of blade, yeah, with the bigger teeth, this kind of blades will work better, but surprise, didn't. actually the metal blade, the one with the small teeth, it's actually worked much better in this situation. And the surprise it was when I start to work with metal, this kind of blade, it's actually worked much better than this one. It was surprising, to be honest. Even if it's have bigger teeth in most of the part, it's have only small teeth here. This blade, which as I told you, it's a progressive, you can see even the markets. It works much better when you have a full surface, long surface, and even if it's tough like metal, it will cut through it. When you have, as I told you, when you pass through a pipe and you get to this kind of cuts at this time, when you have very small surfaces, so only the thickness of the walls of the parts, it will start to be very hard to work with it because it have big teeth and it's starting to stutter in that walls, and that's why this kind of blade work faster. But as I told you, surprisingly, in metal, this kind of progressive blade, it actually works much better than the metal blade, the one with the small teeth. So this was my finding. I now carry with me this kind of progressive blade and the metal one, plus the one which I use for the rigips. Yeah, so I carry these two ones. I will change the metal blade with the longer one because this is 92 millimeters and my toolbox, pocket toolbox is taking 100 millimeters. So this side, I'll try to find this metal blade 100 millimeter long. And I have in some backpacks sets like this where I have 130 millimeters metal blade and 150 millimeter wood blade, because I find that the wood blade is coming usually with bigger teeth, and sometimes they don't work very nice in different kind of woods. And where this with the bigger teeth doesn't work very nice, I will use the metal blade. Yeah, so you see here the wood part, the wood blade. These bigger teeth, sometimes they don't work very nice. I think in dry wood or green wood, I don't remember which one, doesn't work very nice. I think it's in dry wood doesn't work very fast. And I use these two blades for when one is not working, I use the other one. I also have some blades which I didn't test yet. The one which is for ceramic tiles, which is have diamond dust or something like that here. I didn't test that one yet, mostly because I don't have need to cut glass, because I was thinking that I will use this for glass, and I have the feeling that for small speed, so what you have with the hand will not work very well. So that's why I don't carry it with me anymore. I will carry, as I said, I will eliminate this aluminum one because this one is, I have almost the same performance like the one which is progressive. Yeah, the metal one compared with the aluminum. This one progressive, you can actually use it to work a little bit, because when you have this problem here, when you get to the two walls with very small surfaces, you can actually rotate the blade a little bit to gain more surface. Yeah, so when you are inside of this and you get to the walls, you can actually rotate the blade and you will get again to a bigger surface, and you can start the cut again. That is a problem, because if you do like this all around the pipe, you will find yourself that at the end the two ends of your cuts will not meet, and the pipe will actually have a cut something like this, as you see, with some problems. So usually, as I told you, in this part I had problems with this blade, but actually this blade, it was cutting very fast in this. And the same with the plastic pipe. When you get to actually go through the first part and you start to cut only the thickness of the walls, these blades with bigger teeth, they have problems. So I will ask you, what is your experience with this kind of blades in multi-tools? Because as I said, these kind of blades are behaving differently in the jigsaw or any other machine, but in multi-tools they work differently because you have a smaller speed of cutting. So what is your experience? What kind of blades you carry with you with the multi-tool? And let me know which one you like more. Yeah, what kind of blade you use more and which one you like more. So I hope this was useful for you, and I hope some of you are actually will bring some experience to this kind of video through the comments, other than the swearing and bad comments that I have to delete from my channel. And until next time, may the tool be with you. See you later. Bye.